Manchester City has been able to dominate English football for the past decade, and they still continue to do so to date. While some claim their success is solely based on money, you'd be wrong to ignore Pep Guardiola's influence. Some already regard him as one of the best ever. While the jury remains out on him, there is a reason he has excelled everywhere, and especially at Manchester City. Today, we'll take a look at a few of the club's rules that might sound crazy, but have shaped them to be the powerhouse that they are. Today we'll be taking a peep into the culture at Manchester City. Please remember to smash that like button if you like this video. Let's get right into it. Rules are normal for any team with a clear focus on winning. But what if your manager cuts off the Wi-Fi at your club's training grounds? That sounds extreme, doesn't it? Guardiola has transformed Manchester City into a scary team by enforcing that rule and a few other crazy rules which the players have to follow. Let's look at some of the other crazy rules at City. A fat camp. That screams discrimination at first glance, but it's far from it. As controversial as it sounds, this is why Manchester City players do not tire easily in games. The Premier League is one of the most intense leagues in Europe. From the first blast of the whistle, it's a familiar scene of running, pressing, or tracking back from players. This means having a talented squad is no longer enough, as monster athletes are also needed all in one from players. Guardiola knows this, and when he was made City's manager in 2016, he set up the controversial Fat Camp. He set this camp up in his first month as Manchester City coach and threatened to outcast all players he considered as fat from the squad if they did not get in shape. Gaël Clichy could not believe what he was seeing at the time. The French defender said, "If your weight is too high, you're not training with the team." That is the first thing. You hear it a lot, but for my part, it's the first time any manager has really done it. And we have a few players who are not training with the team yet. At the time, pictures of tired Manchester City players flooded the internet, showing lots of them lying on the ground from exhaustion. At the time, a round-bellied Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling, considering if football was truly destiny in life, made fans super excited about what Guardiola was doing with the club. Clichy just had to admit that it was necessary. It's funny, but we play football, and it's a job, and you have to take responsibility. Of course, you have equality, but you have to know that if your weight is 60 kg and you're 70 kg, you can't play football. Like that was not enough, Guardiola introduced another ironclad rule about eating together. On training days or match days, every member of the squad must eat in the club's grounds. They will leave their homes, families, friends, and resume early for breakfast, lunch, and possibly dinner. All foods are strictly curated, and players with tendencies to become big are monitored in a very obsessive manner. Guardiola also banned chocolates, pizzas, burgers, and a whole lot of foods while introducing a diet made up of nuts, vegetables, and olive oil. Players complained, but they had no choice. It was either Guardiola's way or the highway. How wild can Guardiola get? Not wild enough. Imagine you were a professional footballer. You killed it in training during the week. Your coaches praised you. Your teammates too. Some of them even asked for tips on how you pulled off one amazing move or how you made one incredible pass. All the backroom staff gave you thumbs up. It gets better as fans witnessed your team's training and you looked the sharpest. All of that and the matchday starting lineup is released and you're placed on the bench. This is the life of a Manchester City player. Guardiola is so obsessed with keeping his cards close to his chest that not even his players know if they will start in the next match. Kevin De Bruyne spoke about this peculiar trait of the Spaniard before a Premier League game in 2016. He said, "We didn't know who was playing until the afternoon of the game. In the morning we trained on set pieces, but we didn't know who would play. We trained with everyone, and I slept at home. I haven't done that since my time at Genk." Guardiola has kept this up, going into his 7th year at Manchester City. He would often pair different players together, or group them in threes or fours for a specialized drill. He never wanted anyone to feel too comfortable playing with certain people or in certain roles. Some players would be closer to others, that's for sure, but Guardiola wanted everyone to be friends on the pitch. The result is that Guardiola's players were comfortable in multiple positions on the pitch. De Bruyne has played as a deep-lying playmaker, a false nine, a center forward, on the wings, and even on defense. This is the same for almost every other Manchester City player, and they all connect seamlessly with each other, regardless of who starts and who doesn't. This next one is not a rule, but it's just as interesting. Manchester City carried out some renovations to their facilities after Guardiola became manager. One of the changes was at his request, and it was for a circular dressing room. Not many clubs have dressing rooms in this manner, but Guardiola did this to boost squad unity. He is so obsessed with eliminating cliques in the dressing room that the lockers are also regularly rotated. No player uses the same locker for a full season in Manchester City. No wonder the team is so in sync. No team is perfect, which means there will be a few mistakes made. Fines are a way of checking people at many organizations, including football clubs. But with football clubs, having players on hugely different salary structures, the fines can be insignificant for some and a lot for others. Guardiola leveled the playing field by introducing the equal fine movement. Some accounting is involved here, and the fine for each offense is calculated according to some rules. This means a fine on Kevin De Bruyne will not exactly differ from that of Cole Palmer in terms of what both players will lose. It's based on percentages, and no player will feel cheated or lucky, as the case may be. Fines, diets, fat camps, these are some of the secrets to Manchester City's success. No matter your thoughts on the strict methods at the club, you can't ignore that they have been effective. Guardiola is in line to extend his contract for 2 more years as Manchester City manager. This means we can expect more rules as the game evolves. It'll be interesting to see what new methods he'll implement in the future. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to enjoy more videos from our channel. Until next time, bye from us.